Alright, surprisingly enough, I think the dogs got just as many bodies in this movie as John Wick himself. I'm just saying. Alright, so today we got the third installment in the John Wick universe, and I must say I was excited to see this one. I mean, John Wick 1 caught me by surprise. John Wick 2 was not as good as 1, but it was still a very, very good movie. So I was really excited to see John Wick 3, especially once I heard that there was twice as much killing as John Wick 2, and let me tell you, that definitely is twice as much killing. So to catch up in case you haven't seen it, John Wick 1, John Wick loses his wife, she leaves him a puppy. Crime guys come and kill the puppy, he seeks revenge. John Wick 2, he's chasing even more people because they bring him back into this assassin's life, and it all started from this puppy. Now in 3, he has the whole assassin world after him because they have these safe grounds, and the one that's in New York is called the Continental, and he commits murder on the Continental, and as it states clearly in the rules, no business can be conducted on the Continental. So now the whole assassin world is after John. He has to survive. So to start off with the acting in this movie, Keanu Reeves is John Wick. I mean, for forever he was Morpheus, but now he's John Wick. I feel like he didn't really have to act because this is who he is in real life. Now, of course, I don't think he's God mode, hitman, Kratos, MMA expert rolled into one, but I think he's this very calm, very patient, very stoic guy who's one of the people who, you know, he's a man of few words, and his actions speak louder than his words. So I think that he really didn't have to do much acting to get into this role. Halle Berry is also in this movie, and they make her a pretty badass, and she doesn't have to do too much acting herself except an emotional scene where she has to kind of flip out and show how tough she is. So I think she did a good job also. So two people I really enjoy in all these movies is Ian McShane and Lance Reddick. They're the guys who look after the Continental. Ian McShane plays the guy who runs it, and Lance Reddick is the guy who's the concierge. And ever since the first movie, there's been like this intrigue around those two characters because Ian McShane runs it, so of course he has a lot of power, but there's always this mystery about Lance Reddick's character. And in this movie, they finally put him in action, so you get to see that he is as tough as he comes off as, and that was very surprising to me. The pacing of the movie is awesome. The movie comes on, he's running from everybody because he has a small window of freedom where they can't come after him. Once the contract goes active, all hell breaks loose, and there's non-stop action from beginning to end to the movie. Even in the slow parts, it's pretty entertaining because you get to see more and more of this world that they keep expanding on every movie, and I really appreciate that. So the visuals in this movie were incredible. I mean, the action was graphic. There's this one scene I'm gonna tell you about. I'm gonna tell you about one part of the scene because it won't spoil anything in the movie except for maybe one death, but he stabs this guy in the head with this knife, and you know, our skulls are thick, so he can't just stab in, so he has to like pound it into his head, and it was just so satisfying and so cringeworthy. So the visuals in this movie was stunning. Now my final thoughts on the movie, I think John Wick is incredible. I'm a huge fan of this movie. Like I said in the beginning, they came out of nowhere, and as you can see, it's obviously getting good feedback because they keep making more and more, and they're supposed to be in production for the next chapter. Now, in each movie, they expand more and more on this world. Like it starts off just John Wick, and he's an ex-assassin. Then as it expands, you get to see the Continental and all these people. Then as it expands in the second movie, you get to see that there's these people who sit at what's called the high table. Now in the third movie, they kind of expand even more and explain a little bit more about what the high table is without me trying to ruin it for anybody. So I can kind of tell what direction they're gonna go with the movie next, but I personally would like to see them back up and show how John Wick became John Wick. I mean, how did he gain such notoriety? Everybody everywhere in this world, no matter how high or how low, has heard of John Wick. They respect him and they fear him. La Baba Yaga. So I would really love them to see, I would really love for them to show us how he became La Baba Yaga. So to sum everything back up, John Wick 3 was incredible. The acting was okay. I mean, you didn't need much acting in a movie like this. The pacing of the movie was phenomenal. The action was great. Great. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next one. So with all that being said, I'd have to rate John Wick 3 movie magic must see. Alright, so that's it for this one, y'all. So for the comment combo today, I want y'all to let me know what direction do y'all want to see John Wick 4 go in. Do you want to see him continue on and expand on his world, or would you, like me, do you want to see him go back and show us how John became John? Whatever you think, comment below and let me know. Now as always, if you liked this video and you thought it rocked, like, comment, and subscribe to see more from me, Mike Proc. Later.